What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Hey, man, you know, Trump just got inaugurated today, so now he is our new president of the United States of America. Biden is out, and we're in a whole new world, man. How you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling kind of like the first time.
Mm-hmm.
The first time Trump got in, I kept, I told a lot of people, I said, man, y'all worried about, Trump, let's just let it pump the brakes, let it play out.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I do know that me and you, for the next 4 years, we better get that bag because Trump is going to wake up every day with some crazy as hell to say.
That's true.
That's going to give me and you something to talk about.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I'm not upset that Trump is in office. Also, like I told folks, bruh, we gave the Dems the last 4 years to get everything right. They had their opportunity. They did some good things.
Yeah.
And some things, was ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we noticed that was different. We noticed that gas and stuff was way high. We know that food was way high.
Yeah.
We noticed that, there was a lot of ugly stuff. They weren't paying out on insurance and all kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to see if Trump can clean up a lot of those business things. Now, I do expect Trump to be Trump. He's been consistently ignorant when it comes to moral stuff, and and I don't see that changing a lot. But I think Trump will be a little bit better than last time morally, a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted to talk about the Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross and everybody performing. At the
crypto bar.
At the crypto bar, they've been giving Snoop hell.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to even when you and I discussed it to even go against Snoop in any kind of way, because I feel like Snoop is arguably, depends on which day I wake up, is the greatest rapper of all time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, Tupac, 6 out of 7 days is my greatest.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But Snoop get a vote here and there and then. I say, you know what? Snoop could be the greatest of all time.
I'm
so
with you.
Saying something against him is tough. There's two parts to him performing that I kind of want to say. There's, on this hand, what upset me about, Snoop performing is that all the hell that he gave to other people.
Yeah.
That supported Trump, or even just tried to go in and have meetings with Trump. We know how he went in on Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Call him out kind of coons and fuck niggas and everything else he could everything that he could think of.
Yeah.
Our friend of the show, Angela Stanton.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had Snoop posted a picture of all the blacks that voted for Trump back on the first time he was in office, or just even supported him, because I don't even know that Angela voted for him. I don't know that to be fact. But he obviously thought she did.
Yeah.
And so, he put a flyer out with Coon. You know what I'm saying? And put all their pictures on there. That's almost like when a person put a picture of you up there and put Coon on it.
Yeah.
That's almost like a motherfucker calling you a snitch.
Yeah. No, those are fighting words.
Those are fighting words.
Especially if you Snoop Dogg put it out for the world today.
For the world to see, 50 million followers.
Yeah.
So on that hand right there, I tell people this all the time, Behind. Never say never. When somebody, anytime, if I'm leaving a female.
Yeah.
If we breaking up, and the boys say, "Man, you gonna go back? You gonna go back to her?" I'm not one of the guys to be like, "I ain't never going to that motherfucker again." Cause 2 weeks later,
you right back in.
We right on over. You see what I'm saying? So I'm never a guy to say never when it comes to stuff. Now, I felt like had Snoop back in the day said something like, well, I don't mess with Trump, and I see some of y'all out there messing with him, blah blah blah. It ain't my style. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of my face with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He can have. I'm not saying he couldn't have his opinion.
Yeah.
But when you call a motherfucker a coon.
Woo.
That's I could never been friends with him again had I been one of the people on the picture.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's one thing. But now to the other side. The other side is I'm talking to the people. get off Snoop dick.
Yeah.
Get off Ross dick.
Yeah.
Get off Soulja Boy, any of them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's no Dem, no Republican, or no rich rapper that's gonna save the black culture. We have to do it ourselves. I keep saying that, Beehive.
Ooh.
See, we wake up, and the first thing we do, we looking for somebody to guide us.
Ooh.
We looking for somebody to give us a handout. We looking for somebody else, other races to empower us. And if that ain't the stupidest shit, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 1,000%.
You understand what I'm saying? I made a post on the Real Ghetto Mafia, and there was a couple of people, most people got what I was saying, but there was a lot of people came on and cussed me out. I said, if we focused on empowering black people, empowering ourselves, and we focused on black love, who was rapping at the convention wouldn't even goddamn matter.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
See, everything hits a lot different when your kids are going to good schools, when you're making over $100,000 a year, when we got black banks in the community. You understand what I'm saying? See, these things hit a lot different when we don't have incarceration problems with black men. Then you ain't gonna give a fuck who performing at no goddamn inauguration. But once you fixate on bullshit when you're down. That's when if we're not out here working hard to build our community, then that's idle time. So now your mind starts to fixate and focus on sucker shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, Behind Wick, they went and had a meeting with Trump.
Yeah.
And here's another thing: if the man is already won, what do we need to do? Just say, you know what? We just gonna turn our back and let they side make any kind of rule. There's no opposition
we ain't
from
in the
us.
room nowhere.
We ain't in the room.
We ain't even in the room.
I'm happy that Snoop them are in the room to be able to be nosy.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
Nigga, back in the day, shit, there was a lot of the butlers and the stuff in the slave houses that fed us, that kept us warm.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That told us what was finna go down.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Eyes and ears.
Get Toby up out of there because they about to whoop his
They
ass.
about to whoop it right.
Get him up out of there.
We knew the play.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we have people that's in there with Trump, the Angela Stattons of the world, to whoever else, to kind of monitor shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And report back. Hey, and then they can, a lot of times too, they debunk lies and rumors that we get in the hood.
Yeah.
Some stuff I be hearing from CNN or this people or that person, and Angela be like, that ain't what happened, Wick. That ain't even how it's gonna go. Go here, take a look at this right here. See, they didn't show you this, and it started showing me that. Damn, we are really misled. People, the media on this side really feeds us what they want us to have.
Yeah.
And like I said, there are good things that came from the Dems, there are good things that came from the Republic, and there are good things that have come from rappers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not putting my stock in what Snoop Dogg or Kanye West or none of them. I didn't wake up in the morning saying, you know what? If Snoop performs in that thing right there, I don't like his music no more. Only problem I had, like I told you from the beginning of this, is him not being able to think ahead of time, and you're calling other people coons, and now you right back in it. Had you thought about...
The shoe on the other foot.
Absolutely. Had you thought about that before you make posts like that about somebody? You think long and hard before you actually direct something at a particular person.
Okay, Pot. Call it the kettle black.
Now, who did I post right at?
Oh, you done post plenty of stuff right at folks that you weren't thinking about that you posted. We not about to go there because they might get you shot.
I never posted. All my stuff is subliminal. Now, if I say something, no,
Behind.
If
I didn't have to say, you know what, you might get shot if you keep on posting this kind of stuff.
I did one time, but I get that one time. But listen, most of my stuff is gonna be subliminal and it's gonna be based in fact. If I said I started trap music and niggas get mad about it, because they ain't done their research on it, it is what it is. I give 2 fucks, I did.
I'm with you on that.
That's why I'm sitting here.
That's
and niggas in Decatur is gonna tell you the same thing.
I can agree with
you
that.
You understand what I'm saying? Most Atlanta niggas gonna tell you the same thing. Somebody hitting me from Louisiana, California, New York, because they don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I was the forefather of that sound. Then that's on them. So I might toot my own horn.
That's
But
right.
I don't go out and try to discredit, a Gucci or a G's and call them out, y'all fuck niggas. That ain't my style.
Well, see, now I feel exactly where you're coming from, Wick. I want to get in here on that whole Snoop Dogg situation, too. I don't have an issue with Snoop Dogg going over there for Trump. I don't care. I think what people do have an issue is that if it's going to be about the money, let that be known from the door. Don't make it to where I'm a coon and then you gonna go and do the same thing when you're about to benefit and get this money.
Right.
And then also, where's this money going? I think a lot of people are having issues. It's like, if you're gonna go get the bag, are you gonna bring some of that bag back to the community and share with us? You see what I'm saying? So I think folks is looking at it from that perspective as well. Like, you just gonna get your money and you're gonna be fine. But what about us out here that's on the other side that ain't gonna be fine?
Right.
And for me, it goes back to what you've been screaming the whole time we've been doing this show right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being able to sustain yourself, okay?
Exactly.
You're going to go and educate yourself on how to get some money and how to handle some business out here, how to get your credit together, and how to make sure that you can move your family and your community forward? Or are you going to sit back and wait on somebody else to show up and help you out? Well, I'm here to let you know, help ain't coming.
Captain
Help ain't never came. Captain Save-A-Ho don't exist.
Don't exist.
You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that I teach on a regular basis, too. One of my favorite classes that I teach is help ain't coming.
Yeah.
How long have you been in this hip-hop game, Wick, and where did the help ever come from?
Right. Nobody has ever, I have never got a knock on my door and say, you know what? Here's a bag, Wick, and we think that we need to make you the face of hip hop. No, it doesn't work like that. And I don't think no Chinese
in any industry.
In any industry, I don't think no Chinese. I don't think no Mexicans. I don't think no white folks. I don't think none of them finna knock on the black door and say, you know what? Hey, we feel like y'all should be in the forefront. Exactly. So. And people get mad at us for saying that.
Oh, they get pissed.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because a lot of black folks don't want to roll up their sleeves
and go to work.
And another thing, where is the outrage about Snoop, a rapper? Rapping at an inauguration there's more of an outrage than the black on black violence in our community. Black rappers, all the black deaths that we had in the rap game. Every day we turn on the news, we see our own people being gunned down. The outrage about Snoop is 10 times that.
Well, another thing is too, people get so angry about reparations, and me and you, we've been in those rooms arguing for reparations.
We was with JFK.
Yeah, and we found out how people feel about reparations on the other side because we had those hard conversations with people in those closed door rooms. And what we did find out is you might not be able to get reparations, but you can get money for education, you can get money for housing, and also you can get money for educating yourself on how to deal with money and financial literacy and stuff like that.
Correct.
So when we turn around and we say, okay, man, we want to push for money for education, we want to push for money for housing, we want to push for money for just regular assistance, folks look at us like we're crazy because they're like, no, we want a blank check. We want a blank check so we can go out here and ball. But see, guess what? You got a blank check before. It was called that PPP loan. And instead of you going and hiring some more people and growing your business the way it needed to go to, you went over there to the Gucci store and the line was out the goddamn door with that PPP loan. You see what I'm saying? Come on. And we seen it. So my whole thing is, we need the financial literacy. That's what we really need to be asking for.
Correct.
What do you do with this money when you get this money? How do you make this money multiply? How do you save this money? How do you create generational wealth with the money that we have been privy to in this game? And what's going on with old Snoop Doggy Dogg, I'm not mad at Snoop at all. But also, too, man, he made this bed. He's got the line. So I'm not going to come over there and cry for you either when I saw you calling folks coons and MFers and every doggone thing else when you put yourself right back in the hot seat.
Correct. But I'm gonna end it on this right here. My mama, Beverly Barber, she told me this one time. I was on the phone, I called my mama. And I was down, in and out of jail. Shit was ugly.
Yeah.
And me and my mom and I, we got to having a hard conversation one time, and I, 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 and I found myself telling my mom, my mother, you know, we got to have a hard conversation one time, and I found myself telling my mother, that had she done this or that had she done that, and I ain't said like that.
Yeah.
Then I felt like at the time
You was putting a little blame on mama.
Exactly.
You was putting a little blame on mama.
You know what my mama told me?
What she tell you?
And I stopped, and I apply this to black people now. You are not gonna sit on the phone with me and blame your failures in life on what I did or I could not do for you and your brother. And I say that to black people. Stop blaming these white folks.
Come on.
For what we can or we cannot do out here because it's on us.
Well, now,
our failures right now are on us because we don't want to look in the mirror at ourselves. And these white folks ain't making us kill each other.
Yeah.
These white folks ain't making us. Now, I got partners call me all the time. You know, hey, wait, throw me $40, throw me $50. I say, I can't give you $50.
Yeah.
Because if you need $50, you need $50,000.
Yeah, exactly.
How you calling me for $50? How you gonna pay that back?
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? See, no, but I can help you and set you up. I got a friend that work up here at Walmart.
Come on.
You know, call and ask for Liz.
Come on.
She'll goddamn, you know, it might not be beneath you because you was an ex-kingpin or whatever.
Come on.
But it'll start you off at $15 an hour. Then there you don't have to call me for $50 goddamn dollars.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? Or go ahead and rob, you know what I'm saying, a mom and pop store in the hood and wind up killing everybody.
That's right.
You know understand what I'm saying? Oh man, you know, man, you ain't down no more, Wick. Oh man, you don't got that behind, don't got bougie, man. You don't start getting all this money. You know, that's all bullshit. Count my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So right now, man, the blame game is over. It'll be more people that'll share this Snoop Dogg inauguration performance video than to share this video with me and you telling them to get off your goddamn ass and let's build our own community.
Well, I'm going to give folks a point of reference. If you need a point of reference on how to handle these situations when you're talking about self-accountability and trying to amount to something, it's a guy by the name of Beehive. Okay?
That's right.
He worked at a radio station for like 17 years.
Yes,
okay?
He did.
About 10 years into working at the radio station, he realized that he was never going to get a promotion at that job that he had.
Come on now.
And he was, instead of blaming his bosses for not promoting him, he said, you know what? I need some more education. Let me go back to school. Let me get a strategic communication degree because I'm gonna have to communicate a little better with these folks out here. They're not hearing what I'm saying. They ain't seeing what I'm doing. So I'm gonna learn how to do it. But then also let me take this last, this last $50 that I got, and let me pay a videographer to come up here and shoot me doing a goddamn interview. Let me take this last, $500 and go get me a MacBook so I can start editing up those interviews.
That's right.
And let me also start booking my own guests.
Right.
Let me start creating my own content. And let me show them what they are about to miss out on because I believe in myself and I'm not waiting on you to see my greatness. I'm not waiting on you to give me a hand up or a hand down. I'm not waiting on shit else. I gave y'all niggas 10 years. It's time for me to turn this bus around.
Come on now.
When I turned that bus around, I never looked back, Wick.
You never look back.
That's what I tell everybody else when I mean help ain't coming.
I
was sitting there waiting. I never missed a day of work. Wasn't nothing happening for me. Wasn't nothing happening for me. But I was getting tired. Because I was going to work every day.
Damn right.
But I wasn't seeing no progress. So I said, okay, if I want to see progress, it's time for me to take my life into my own hands. I can't put it in the powers that be because the powers that be don't fuck with me.
Oh, come on now.
The powers that be didn't fuck with me.
Let me ask you something, though, Beehive.
Yeah.
Did you blame Snoop Dogg for not?
Hell no.
Exactly.
I didn't blame him. You know who I did blame?
Who?
That boy in the mirror looking back at me for waiting 10 years to figure it out.
Come on, man.
I was so pissed off with that boy in the mirror. I said, hey, bro. You ain't think to get up off your ass and go and get this shit?
You didn't blame Kanye West?
I couldn't blame Ye.
You couldn't?
I couldn't blame no damn
You didn't blame Wick?
I couldn't blame Wick. I had to blame myself. And when we started blaming ourselves and holding ourselves accountable, that's when I started to see growth. That's when I started to see blessings. That's when I started to see progress. That's when I started to see abundance because I took my life into my own hands and I wouldn't give it back.
I know that's right.
And I would just sit there right there. Y'all hit the comments.
But we went to
and let
church
us-
today.
Oh, no, we had to go. Hallelujah. You know.
For real. Be hot, boy. We got to fan you out.
No,
Let me fan
man,
my
because
nigga.
I get
Let
mad.
me fan y'all.
I get mad when I
Let me-
start thinking about my story. And
Yeah.
when we hold ourselves accountable,
Accountable.
anytime I see somebody not holding themselves accountable
Right.
and trying to hold you accountable
Right.
for their damn life,
For their life.
I get red in the face behind
Right, yeah.
that. I get red in
Yeah.
it because I know. I done seen hell. Ain't nobody help nobody. I know.
Ain't nobody help
Everybody
nobody.
I know that's successful got it out the mud, and that's why folks sit back and they watch you get it out the mud because they want to make sure that you made of the same shit that they made out of. And once you got your motion,
Right.
then they gonna go ahead and move along with you. The words to put on tone. Don't nobody care what you got going on until you got it going on.
Boy, you know what? I ain't saying that you don't got me today, man. I'm just enjoying. Hey, if y'all enjoying that sermon right there, you get my cash app and the other $700.
Y'all hit the comment,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Let us know how you feel. Be Hot Radio Shout and Big Galaxy. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.